We all love to watch those videos of people getting engaged or married and being like, oh my God, look at that ring. But what's actually on the ring? Let me show you. This is what's on this ring. See, it says, you'll spend more time dead than alive. What's the point? And it's meant to be a little provocative. In reality, for each and every one of us watching this video right now, you have already spent more time dead than you have alive. You were dead for about 9 months in your mother's womb before you were born. And so from that perspective, we are all, every single one of us, 9 months into our afterlife. So we've spent more time dead than alive. So why, in this tiny little blip of time where we are alive, do we obsess over something like a ring? Here's the other thing that's interesting about this ring. It says, what's the point? But the person who's wearing the ring has decided that the point is to get more rings. Because if you look really closely, there's actually 2 rings. There's the ring that's on her finger, but there's also the ring that's on her nose. So she's decided that the point is to get more rings. And so many of us in our culture, in our society, are obsessed with buying more stuff because we think that that's going to make us happier. But what does the research say? The research says that buying stuff doesn't actually make us happier. If anything, when we buy stuff, we just end up wanting more stuff. Okay, here's another ring. Look at this one. This one says, why do we care? And then it says, why do we care what other people think of us? Here's the problem. We all have an instinct, and it's an instinct that is hardwired into us by our DNA. It goes back millions of years. And the instinct is this, right? It's that we need to be part of a group. We need to belong to a tribe. We're not meant to live in isolation. We're meant to live in community. We need people around us. But here's the problem. As human beings, as social creatures, we have evolved to care too much about what other people think of us. And so what we end up doing is we end up caring more about other people's opinions of us than we care about our own happiness. And so we end up making big life decisions based upon what we think other people would think of us if we did something versus what we actually wanted to do. This ring right here, it says, why do we care what other people think of us? Because when we're worried about what other people think of us, we can't think about what we want to do. When we're worried about what other people think of us, we can't take risks. When we're worried about what other people think of us, we can't pursue our dreams. And so many of us end up living small lives, unfulfilled lives, just because we do not want people to think that what we are doing is weird or bizarre or crazy. Well, here's the good news. As human beings, we have a choice. We can choose not to be like other people. We can choose to tune out the noise. We can choose to stop caring so much about what other people think of us. The truth is this. None of us actually know what it's like to be you, right? Like literally, none of us actually know what your experience is like. None of us know what it's like to be in your shoes. None of us know what your story is. None of us really care as much as we think we do. Do you want to know the secret to living a happy life? Stop caring what other people think of you. It's easier said than done, I know. But the fact is this. When you stop caring what other people think of you, then you can start living a life that's true to you. Then you can start pursuing your dreams. You can start taking some risks. You can start stepping outside of your comfort zone. And ultimately, when you do that, you will find that the life that you create is way more fulfilling than if you had just played it safe, stayed in your comfort zone, and just done what everyone else told you to do.